Okay, these are the low carb counter street tacos, and it has 20 calories to one tortilla, approximately zero fat, 125 milligrams of sodium. The carbs is 5, and the fiber is 5 grams, and there's no sugar. So for me, this is a healthier choice. So what I did was I put it on top of my stove, and I just did a little fire grill to it. I did not put it in the frying pan with butter because that's a whole different story. And what I did on this one is I added some mozzarella cheese, some scrambled eggs, spinach, and a little bit of sausage. And if I was having this for supper, I would actually put some Pace Picante sauce. This is mild because I don't like spicy. I would put it on top. I might even add a little more mozzarella on the top. So when I microwave it, it will all stick together. And then I can take this and I can cut it and make 4 pieces, or I cut it in half, have a half of it for a meal. So that's what I would do with one. I'm getting ready to take a RV trip, and I need to freeze some breakfast ideals because this time we're not going to be cooking on the outside for breakfast. What I did here was basically the same thing, but I only used the one tortilla, and I'm making it in a taco style. This also too will be frozen, and then when I get ready to eat it, I just pop it into the microwave, and it does have a little bit of mozzarella on there, not a lot. And this would be my breakfast along with some almond milk. Might even have a couple of slices of orange. Okay, what I did here on this one is I added a little bit of black pepper, and I like paprika, so I added that, and I wrap it in saran wrap, and then I'll wrap it in tin foil before I freeze it or stick it in the icebox for tomorrow morning. When I warm this up, I can kind of eat this like a little sandwich. This way, I don't have to go out and buy the bacon egg biscuits or the bacon egg and sausage croissants or anything like that because they're loaded with a lot of salt and a lot of high carbs. This is a lower carb, and this is a healthier choice for me. I'm going to enjoy this tomorrow morning. It's not really that big. It's, if you can see my hand, it's only about yay wide, but this is going to be really delicious after I put it in the microwave and warm it up a little bit. If I really wanted to, I could use a little bit of butter. My husband likes the butter, and I could put a little bit in the frying pan, and I could put it in there and toast it a little bit more after I microwave it. I also like to use just a little bit of olive oil. I could spray on it, put it in a skillet if I want to just give it a little bit more of that sauteed like breakfast. Now, if I had some mushrooms, I would be adding mushrooms. I don't have any mushrooms today. Okay, what I have done here is I made breakfast for my husband, and I'll put it in the icebox for tomorrow morning because we have a busy day coming up. And I use some really delicious bread. This is keto bread. It's actually called Keto Seeds. This one has 45 calories to a slice, 2 grams of fat. It has 115 milligrams of sodium per slice, 11 carbs, but it has 10 fiber. And it doesn't have any sugar in it. So if you're on a keto diet and everything, this is actually perfect for you because the carbs will wave out the, the fiber will be subtracted from the carbs, and you would only end up with 1 gram of carbs. But anyway, this is really a delicious bread. So what I did was I fried up an egg, and I did it in a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to add some cheddar cheese for him. Actually, let me add his piece of sausage first, and then I'll add some cheddar cheese, and then I'll put this top on. This will be wrapped in saran wrap, tin foil, and then when we get ready to eat it, we just stick it in the microwave real quick. Now, this cheese here, which is really delicious, It's a really, really delicious yellow cheese. It's called Smokehouse Cheddar. This, for one slice, has 70 calories. It has 6 grams of fat, 150 milligrams of sodium. The carbs and the sugar is actually 0. So he still is also to watching the carb and the sugar. Anyway, now for mine, I decided to just use the egg, and I used a slice of the H. Gouda. I do not have to add this. Occasionally I do. It also, for slice, is 70 calories. It has 5 milligrams of fat, 100 milligrams of sodium, and 1 carb and no sugar and no fiber. So I can choose to either eat it as an open-faced sandwich, and then if I'm going to put it in the microwave, I could saute my spinach, and after I warm up my little sandwich here, I can put my spinach on there, sauteed and everything, and I can actually just open face eat this, or I can actually take and add this second slice of bread. My choice would be to do this, and if I do, then I would cut it in half and just have half of it, and then later in the afternoon I could eat the other half, and I could probably add some salsa to it, or some mushrooms, or a little grilled vegetable on the side, and that would be my supper. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Give you some choices that you can make instead of going with the high fiber. The high fiber breads and tortillas are really good for you, but you can lower your carbs by not having the other tortillas like the flour or regular bread, because it is so high in sugar and carbs and even in salt. Anyway, this was just a little fun thing. This one here is wrapped in saran wrap and tin foil, and this one is nothing but just scrambled eggs and spinach. There's no meat or anything on this one. And I have them all ready, so I've got 6 meals here. And then in this little package, I have the 2 tacos, and they're each individually wrapped, so I could just take one out. It's a breakfast taco. So I've prepared 7 meals with some of my leftovers in the icebox before I get ready to go on an RV trip. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Come back and watch me again, and give me a thumbs up if you have any suggestions or any ideas as to how you would make a breakfast sandwich. Come on over and let me know what you think. Have a great day, and